a man unexpectedly gained the power of water magic. But to his surprise, water magic was far from as weak as it sounded. He discovered that by compressing the intensity of the water magic, he could easily cut through rock, and by rearranging the molecular structure of the water, he could generate countless sharp ice crystals. With these ice crystals, he could effortlessly take down a wild boar in an instant. It turned out that John had died in a car accident in his previous life, and then found himself in an unknown space. There, he encountered the deity responsible for reincarnation. The deity said he could grant him one wish. John expressed that his dream was to experience a slow-paced life. So, the deity sent him to a remote, uninhabited forest to retire. As a thoughtful touch, the deity also provided him with 2 months' worth of food, and an encyclopedia of this world. In this forest teeming with monsters, John could only rely on the water magic the deity had casually bestowed upon him. Since the deity had only given him 2 months' worth of food, to ensure long-term survival, John had to go out hunting for food. But before that, he had to learn offensive magic. John tried using water magic to attack, but its power was probably insufficient to even kill a rat. According to the deity, by visualizing, one could change the shape of magic. So, John decided to create ice crystals for attacks. However, what he didn't expect was that not only could the ice crystals not fly like water magic, but their generation speed and flight distance were also very limited. Fortunately, these shortcomings could be overcome through continuous training. After a period of training, John felt confident enough to go hunting alone. So, he crafted a spear and set out. But then, a magic boar mistook John for its prey. Although it was a low-level monster, it was highly aggressive. Before John could react, the boar charged at him. John quickly dodged its attack, and then used ice magic to create a layer of ice beneath the boar's feet, causing it to slip and fall. Seizing the moment, John swiftly formed an ice spear and successfully killed it. To better understand the habits of magical beasts, John returned home and consulted the relevant books. To his surprise, on the second-to-last page, he found a record of a dragon. The book described it as capable of easily destroying an entire city. The last page recorded a demon, with only one note: pray you never encounter it. The next morning, John set out to explore again. No sooner had he entered the forest than he encountered a magic eagle. It was far more powerful than the magic boar. To survive, John could only run, using his magic to defend against the eagle's wind-based attacks. But the eagle was too fast, leaving John with no escape. Seeing that John posed little threat, the eagle prepared to strike and kill him. At that moment, John conjured an ice shield, and the eagle, caught off guard, crashed hard into the ground. John didn't dare let his guard down and prepared to deliver the final blow. But then, the eagle recovered, flapped its wings, and returned to the sky. The earlier mistake had cost it one eye, so it chose not to continue the fight and flew away. John finally breathed a sigh of relief. However, due to the encounter with the magic eagle, John lost his way. But this very detour led to an unexpected discovery. Having lost his direction, John soon arrived at a glowing lake, and standing in the middle of the lake was a headless knight.